First here at 5, 3 days after casting its votes, the nation is still awaiting a winner.
Joe Biden took a lead today in Pennsylvania and Georgia, but there are still 5 states in total that have yet to be called. Here is a look now at the electoral map. Biden has 253 electoral votes to President Trump's 213. Biden now leads in Arizona, Nevada, Pennsylvania, and also Georgia. President Trump has the edge in North Carolina.
And votes are still being counted as we speak. These are live pictures now from Philadelphia, Maricopa County in Arizona, and Gwinnett County, Georgia, where election workers are hard at work.
CBS 2's Dick Brennan here now in studio with the very latest on all of today's developments.
A lot going on today, Christine and Maurice. Former Vice President Joe Biden's campaign says he will address the nation tonight if the election is called. It would happen on this stage in Wilmington, Delaware. But while Biden is getting very close, the final 17 electoral votes that he needs to reach 270 are not there yet. Ballots continue to be tallied, and the Biden campaign is hoping to move closer to a clincher. The biggest prize, Pennsylvania and its 20 electoral votes, where Joe Biden surpassed the president earlier today and is still adding votes.
You know, I think what the president needs to do is, frankly, put his big boy pants on. He needs to acknowledge the fact that he lost.
Biden also has leads in Nevada and Arizona, but these races are also too close to call, and state officials say the count in Georgia could be drawn out.
Out of approximately 5 million votes cast, we'll have a margin of a few thousand. With a margin that small, there will be a recount.
The president is once again alleging that he was robbed, today making claims that in Georgia votes were harvested, that in Pennsylvania there were irregularities, and in Nevada alleging there were thousands of improperly cast mail-in ballots. All claims with no evidence, but his supporters say it's coming.
Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Nevada, I think you're going to see in the next 48 hours real evidence of systematic voting irregularities.
The president says the election will be going from the voting booth to the courtroom.
You know, I've claimed certain states, and he's claiming states, and we can both claim the states, but ultimately I have a feeling judges are going to have to rule. But there's been a lot of shenanigans, and we can't stand for that in our country.
But not all Republicans are defending the president. Senator Mitt Romney tweeting, he is wrong to say that the election was rigged, corrupt, and stolen, and that in doing so, recklessly inflames destructive and dangerous passions. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell writing in a tweet, every legal vote should be counted. And Pennsylvania Republican Senator Pat Toomey, who endorsed the president, says he sees no proof of wrongdoing.
The president's speech last night was very disturbing to me because he made very, very serious allegations without any evidence to support it.
Now, a Biden campaign spokesman responded to reports that President Trump won't concede the election. He said the United States government is perfectly capable of escorting trespassers out of the White House. A little tongue-in-cheek stuff, but we are nowhere near down that road.
No, we're not. Thank you, Dick.